This year, 2024, was a really testing year for me. I it changed me in many ways, and throughout the 12 months, I've learned five important things that have helped me evolve, and I will share those with you in the hope that they will help you as well. So let's dive into it. I'm Mohammed Ali, the founder of Perfecto Casa, where we help young men build balanced and fulfilling lives through self care, relationships, and finances. Lesson number one: change is non negotiable. In the start of the year, I got married, which was a thoughtful decision. More about that in another video. How I prepared myself, how you reach that place where you are ready, where you know you're ready to get married to another person. So we'll talk about that in a different video. But for this case, making that decision, and then because I was prepared, I was able to cope with the changes. So changes were natural. So when you live alone, life is happens in a certain way, and things happen in a certain way. And then when you are with somebody, they have their own lifestyle, they have their own habits, and some of them you would like, some of them you won't like, and vice versa. They wouldn't like some of your qualities, habits. So because they are different, you are different, you both might not like each other's habits, some of them. So you have to come to an agreement, you have to change a few things about yourself, which is difficult at first, but you have to do it. And once you do that, it's total bliss. There's a proverb in Urdu, I would say it in that language, which says, "जो चीज bend नहीं होती, जो चीज flexible नहीं होती, वो टूट जाती है." And this goes to relationships as well. When you're stubborn, you don't change yourself. You become so rigid and stubborn that you cannot fulfill the requirements of relationships, and especially relationships as sensitive as a husband wife relationship. So in order to be good at that, you have to change, and this goes beyond relationships as well. It affects your career as well. It affects other aspects of your life as well. So change is non-negotiable. It happens, and you should accept it. Lesson number two: prioritize relationships over hustle. The work aspect, financial aspect, it's really important, but it shouldn't come at the cost of relationships. So in my case, I worked a lot. I haven't taken any holidays in years. This is the first year that I've enjoyed a few days off, and I hope to take more next year. But having that cushion, giving yourself the room, more time to give to relationships, that's very essential. Because if you're always working, you're not giving quality time to your family, then what the hell are you doing? Right? It's not a practical, it's not a sustainable approach in context of maintaining relationships. So remember the three things that we focus on this channel: self-care, relationships, and finances. So if we don't do this, then the relationship aspect gets disturbed, and that's how you mess things up. And if that gets disturbed, then work would suffer, your mental health will suffer. Eventually it would be a disaster. So you have to prioritize relationships over hustle. It doesn't mean you don't go to work. You do go to work. You do everything, but balance is key. So that's lesson number two. Lesson number three: taking a pause is really important. This year, for the first time in many years, I took a pause of about 3 days. I took time off, went to another city just by myself, and just to be alone with my thoughts, because so much is happening in my life, marriage, kid, other things, important things as well, that it was too much to handle. And realizing that, I, like, in my subconscious, I knew it's a lot to take. People around me knew it. I wasn't giving myself the time to process it. I was just going with the flow. Whatever was happening, I was doing it. I took a pause to reflect, to think about, okay, that these things are really tough. They take a toll on your mental health a lot, and it requires a lot of hard work from you more than ever. So what I did, I went to another city. It was a beautiful place where I stayed. The scenery was good, which was one of my preferences when choosing the hotel. And then sitting at that place, I was writing things down, thinking about what have I achieved so far, what I want to achieve now, what are the responsibilities, am I fulfilling my responsibilities, am I giving myself enough time, all of this stuff that is important. We all know what that is for us. It's different for everybody. Taking a pause from your daily routine, and then you don't have to go to another city to do that. Whatever suits you, take some alone time, and then just writing things down really helps. So I did that, and it helped me process where I stand in life right now, and then what I need to do to achieve the next goals and fulfill other responsibilities. So that pause, that's really important. Lesson number 4: money is a tool, not a goal. I've changed my perspective about money this year. Previously, I was all about like saving whatever I can. So was what I was doing. But then eventually, when you start a family, when anytime life hits you, you figure out the real financial freedom, which is basically making money work for you. So you have to make smart investments, and in the hope that some of them will give you a passive income that will give you something, rather than you actively participating in a job which earns you money, which is called active income. Passive income is one where you are being paid while sleeping, basically. So planning how can I make money work for myself is what I think about now. So I realized balance was key, like other things, balancing where I need to spend, where I need to save, where I need to invest. So with the hope that eventually, when I'm in the later stages of my life and my kids would require more time from me, I should be able to give them the time that they deserve. And that can only happen if I have some arrangements for passive income. That's my goal now. Lesson number 5: small habits make all the difference. I emphasize this thing a lot, writing things down, because this has helped me a lot, and it helps other people as well. Every successful person I've met and I work with, they have some kind of productivity journals and gratitude journals as well. I myself have a gratitude journal where, interestingly, I have a few names of people as well. People I'm grateful for, and things I'm grateful for. A lot of things: food to eat, a roof over my head, running water. There's so many blessings. If you start counting those, you get the motivation to work on other things. It gives you a hope as well that if you have all these things, if you can walk yourself, there are many people who cannot even do that. There are mentally disabled people who can't even think by themselves. So if I were in that situation, what could I do? We would be helpless. Thinking about the things that we have makes quite a difference. Because I'm a Muslim, I believe in the verses of Quran. So there's a verse which says, if you're thankful, I'll give you more. And that's what I practice, and it helps. I believe that in my life it's a really true saying, because whatever I'm thankful for, whenever I thank, somehow I'm blessed with something more. I used to be very negative. I used to say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then comes social media, where you see people doing all the cool stuff, and you develop some sort of envy, jealousy, naturally, and then you start to be thankless, uh, which leads to you losing even more of what you have. Like whatever you have, you start losing that as well, because you are not thankful. But if you're thankful, you get a lot more. That's something I believe is true, really truth, hardcore, clear cut. So coming back to the small habits, so if you do small things, if you start to be thankful, start to write down what you need and then what you need to do, and build habits around that thing, what you need and what you want, things start to happen. You start to see opportunities and things become easier. There are many reasons why that happens, because you are so focused that you attract the right opportunities and everything. So yeah, that's lesson number 5. So these are the 5 lessons I've learned. I hope this helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments section what you think about these 5 things, if you agree to these or not, and what you've learned this year. I would love to know more about that, and hopefully together we can help each other build balanced and fulfilling lives. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell icon, like, and share this video. You gotta do all of that because we are a community and we have to be together. So see you in the next video.